The US Mint only made about 16,000 of this coin. 16,000. That is like an incredibly low mintage for such an ugly coin. What is going on, stackers? Today we are doing our second in the Modern 100 unboxing series as we're trying to put together the PCGS Top Modern 100 collection. I'm going to go through 6 all-new US Mint coins that are on the Modern 100 list, and we'll give you the stats and details on each coin. So coming up here first, we have got a 1970 D Kennedy half dollar, and this coin is going to be number 72 on that Modern 100 list. It's got a mintage of about 2,150,000 coins, and the reason this made the list, even though it's only a 40% plaid half, this was actually only available in mint sets, which makes it one of the rare sort of key date coins if you're collecting Kennedy halves. Now, this particular coin I picked up is an MS65. It is not a top pop, and if you want the best of this coin, you're going to look at an MS67 Plus. I believe there's only one of those in the PCGS population. It's probably going to run you 20 grand if you can even track it down. This coin in this condition runs for about 50, 60 bucks. Next up, we have what is honestly one of my favorite coins on this Modern 100 collection list, and that's going to be the 1996 W Roosevelt dime. This is a really special coin because it was actually the first dime with a W mint mark, and not only that, it's the first non-commemorative coin with a West Point mint mark. And nowadays we have a couple years of West Point quarters that we can find in coin roll hunts, and I love those too because you just don't see a lot of non-commemorative coins marked with the W mint mark. Even though they did make coins at the West Point Mint, they've made quarters and pennies at the West Point Mint for years before they minted these dimes, but they never put the actual W mint mark on them. They were just left with no mint mark. So why did the US Mint decide to put a W mint mark and mint these dimes at the West Point Mint in 1996? Well, the answer's simple. It was made to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Roosevelt dime, and it was only put into US Mint uncirculated sets. Therefore, it's actually very rare for a modern coin. There are just under 1.5 million of these that were minted. The other thing I love about these dimes is that they're all in really good condition because they were in uncirculated sets. And I think this is probably one of the best entry-level, hey, I'm just getting into collecting coins. What's a nice coin that I can get at a nice price that's got some rarity and it's kind of special? The Roosevelt W dime 1996 is just that. This MS67 I picked up, I think, for about 30 bucks. You could probably get an MS68 for $50 to $100. I think this is a perfect coin for any collector who's just starting out or even who's been around for a while and just wants to add a nice modern coin to their collection. Next up, coming in at number 44 on the top Modern 100 coin collection list, we have one of the coolest silver eagles you're ever going to see, and this is a 2006 Philadelphia Mint reverse proof silver eagle. And this coin is special for a lot of reasons. Number one, it marks the very first time that the US Mint made a reverse proof coin, and they did it with the silver eagle. They did it to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the coin. There are about 250,000 of these minted, and they were only available in special issue sets. And we'll put this up against a regular proof silver eagle just so you can see the difference. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this. You know the difference between a proof and a reverse proof. But it is really nice just to illustrate it. And I'll tell you, it's very hard with the camera and the lighting to show just how cool this reverse proof coin looks. It's very unique, and it's not that expensive. This MS69, I think, cost me about 90 bucks. And when you look at the price of a proof eagle today from the US Mint, you're going to pay about the same thing. So why not get yourself something that's got a little bit of rarity? There's only 250,000 of these made. You know, if you're looking for an MS70, it's probably going to run you a little more, $200-300. I don't know if I feel like putting that much into a silver eagle, but for 100 bucks, I'll buy this all day long over a regular proof eagle. It's got a limited mintage, and it's a beautiful coin. Moving right along to the fourth coin in our unboxing, And this coin is one of the lowest mintage, one of the rarest coins on this top Modern 100 list. And it's surprising. It's a 1996D rowing commemorative Olympic coin. Now, these coins were made to commemorate the Centennial Olympics in 1996. And for some reason, maybe because it's rowing, the U.S. Mint only made about 16,000 of this coin. 16,000. That is like an incredibly low mintage for such an ugly coin. And look, when you want to complete a set on the registry, you have to buy every coin in the set. This is not a coin I would normally have bought. This was not even a coin I knew existed. I like actually the reverse on the coin where it's got the Atlanta 1996. And I understand, look, it's Summer Olympics. They've got a lot of sports in the Olympics. In the winter, maybe there's a biathlon coin out there somewhere. I don't know. But I was just very surprised, to find that Olympic rowing commemoration was something that was special in the eyes of PCGS to put this on the Modern 100 registry. But hey, it's on the list. It is very rare. It is not very expensive. I bought this coin for less than $100. Now, MS70s of these Olympic commemoratives are actually quite hard to come by. So I may be able to pick some up in the future, but right now I'm just going to be happy with a 69, and, it's rowing. What can I say? Moving on to coin number 5 today, and this is actually a really cool older variation in the modern coin world, and that's going to be the 1979p wide rim Susan B. Anthony dollar. This coin is ranked as number 91 on the top Modern 100 coin list, and it has a mintage of about 100,000. And the story goes here that in 1979, the U.S. Mint did a little tweaking, a little redesign to the Susan B. Anthony dollar to make it look a little nicer. And that is this wide rim variation. So for most of 1979, the Susan B. Anthony dollars had what we'd call a narrow rim. And in late 1979, they started producing the wide rim variation, which was then used until the end of production of the Susan B. Anthony's. But because in 1979 it was the first year they tried it, late in the year, that makes this particular variation very rare for that year. And here's a good way to tell if you've got a wide rim versus a narrow rim. You can see in the narrow rim, the ungraded coin, the 19, the date there, the 19 in 1979 is pretty far away from the rim, whereas in the wide rim version, the 19 is just about bumped up against that rim. It's like touching it. Now, you can probably still find these in circulation today. It's not a particularly valuable coin. I mean, this MS65 went, I think, for about $40. Now, if you find them in MS67, some of those might push up towards $1,000, but I don't think you're going to get that out of circulation today. Still, it's a really cool coin. I think this was a great addition to the list, and I'm glad to have one. That's going to bring us to our last coin on the list today. And this, and again, man, this list has some really cool coins, but I really like this one. It is a 2001D American Buffalo silver dollar. And this was actually minted by the U.S. Mint using that famous James Earl Fraser design that we see on all of our Buffalo rounds. The difference is this is from the U.S. Mint. It's legal tender. It says it right there, $1. Not that we're ever going to spend it at the grocery store. But it is really cool when you have this Buffalo round that's sort of the standard of generic silver that we all buy. And now we've got an actual U.S. Mint product. I was actually surprised that this existed. And that's probably one of the nicest things about going through this Modern 100 set registry is that you do find a lot of coins, at least I find a lot of coins that I just wasn't aware of. The story behind how this coin came to be was actually quite interesting as well, where Ben Nighthorse Campbell from Colorado was one of the 44 chiefs of the Northern Cheyenne tribe, and in 1995, he proposed the reintroduction of the Buffalo design on a U.S. coin. Now, his proposal was to produce a silver nickel to commemorate the old Buffalo nickels. But it was turned down, I guess, quite a few times. But after 5 years, he finally had his proposal accepted, and he actually got to mint the very first $1 coin in Denver. Another interesting fact about this coin is that the US Mint actually increased the tonnage pressure used to strike the coins, and they also struck the mint state coins 3 times each. And it really shows when you look at the cameo on this coin and the detail in this coin. It's really remarkable. These coins today really aren't that expensive. I see a lot of MS69s going for around the $100 to $125 range. I happen to come across a very good deal. I got this MS70 for $130, which to me was a steal because I see them on eBay all the time going well over $200. So again, you know, just a really remarkable coin with an interesting history, and another great modern coin that PCGS added to the set registry. All right, now comes the fun part. We're going to check out how far have we hopped up the list. If you remember from our last video, we were at number 19, nearly dead last on this list, but we've only got a couple coins in here. So let's go ahead and add all of our coins that we've just unboxed and see where we end up. And they make it really easy on the PCGS site. You just come on in here, you can enter your certificate numbers, and it will actually add it to your sets for you automatically. And I got to make sure I click this button here to add all of the items to my existing sets. Oh, look at this. I got a little achievement here. I just completed a competition. Oh, wow. I earned 100 points. Oh, because I added a top population coin to my set. And apparently that's no small feat. All right, so here we are. We have jumped 4 spots up to number 15. That's really exciting. I've got quite a few more coins coming in for this collection, so I'm hoping that by the time we do the next video, maybe we will be in the top 10, if not very close to it. So make sure you like, subscribe, add the playlist to your favorites list, because I'm going to be adding more videos as I get more of these coins into the collection. And I appreciate everyone watching. Have a great one, Stackers.